is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Monday, let's go clicking.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
You know when you see something on social media and you go, oh my God, I feel seen, but also I'm insufferable. Does that ever happen to you?
Yes, when I see people flogging their holidays hardcore, I'm like, oh, we get it. And I'm like, Jack, that is literally you on every trip you go on.
I mean, talk about holding up a mirror, am I right?
Yes, correct.
The algorithms on those things are so incredible. They deliver exactly what you need to see when you need to see it. And as you know, I love 80s and 90s music, right?
Yes.
I love all music.
I was going to say, you've got a wealth of knowledge about music as well.
I love it. And that's why working at a radio station is like manna from heaven for me. But you know that every time a new song comes on and I hear something in it that I recognise, I bore you, Jack,
yes,
with a deep dive into where the sample's from, who did it. I've done it with Lato. I've done it with everybody.
Yeah.
I've done it with Eminem's Abracadabra. That's a Steve Miller band.
You did it a couple of days ago. Tom, our producer, came in and said, I love this new Katy Perry song. How vibey is it? And you go, that's Crystal Waters.
Yes.
That's why it's vibey.
It's a good song because it was originally a good song.
What a tune, though, Gypsy Woman.
Gypsy Woman, what a tune.
Oh.
Where is Crystal Waters? That's what I want to know.
I don't even know much about it.
Whenever I say stuff like that, I find out that they died a very bad death, and now I feel bad. But have a listen to this woman in America cutting down her son who likes the new Kid Laroi song.
I like this song. Yeah. Who is that?
She's tricking him here.
Kid Laroi? That's not the original. This is the original.
Baby, come back! Yes!
You hear that? That's the original.
She says it like you as well. You hear that?
I know.
That's the original.
And she lulls him into a false sense of security going, I like this song, do you? And she knows exactly where it's going. I want to add something to that. Player, the lead singer of Player, who is the older song there, is, I think, Ron Moss, who played Ridge Forrester on Bold and the Beautiful.
Wow.
So I believe that. I mean, look, I'll Google it in the song, but, if not,
that's cool.
I'm gonna back myself in. Now let's move on to this unbelievable case of mistaken identity. I saw the headline and had to click on it. My sister is seeing a married man, and I got attacked because of her. Of course, I had to read on. This is a set of identical twins. Whoa. The good twin was coming out of university. The bad twin is sleeping with a married man. The good twin was mistaken as the twin that was doing the dirty.
How furious you would be at your sister.
And the wife of the husband fully went her.
Wow.
I know.
Like hair pulling in a car park. That's so America.
It's so America. The thing is, though, I don't reckon that's the first time. I reckon there is that the bad twin has done that many, many times, and this poor good twin has just had to deal with it.
Cop it.
It's very awkward and confusing when you suffer a case of mistaken identity.
I've never experienced it. Have you?
I have. I used to go to a restaurant every single week locally to my mum. I used to shout her dinner, right?
Yeah.
That was my, act of forgiveness for moving out and becoming a grown-up. Anyway, they were always very nice to me, and then all of a sudden they weren't, very hostile. I thought, God, this is odd. After about 3 or 4 weeks of coming in and then being so rude to me, eventually the owner of the restaurant couldn't hold his tongue anymore, and he said, it's okay for you to keep on coming back here and eating pasta, isn't it, when you're calling up the local radio station saying that our food hygiene practices are terrible. Yes, I went, what are you talking about?
I'm on the radio, mate. I don't call them.
But this was before that. This was before.
Oh, really?
Yes, this was just when I was a student.
And
they thought for some reason that I was the whistleblower.
And did they profusely apologise to you?
No, they did not. And I think they still believe it's me because I walk past that restaurant every single day and they still give me dirties. It's been 30 years.
Speaking of mistaken identity, Delta Goodrich.
Oh my God. Can I tell you a very underrated track off that album?
Yeah.
Very underrated track. Mistaken Identity.
Oh, that.
Delta,
You're going to tell me,
yes.
I know how good. And your favourite Mistaken Identity?
My favourite is by the great Kim Carnes. mistaken identity. Oh, yeah. She didn't just sing Betty Davis eyes, my friends.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.